identification parade was not because she could not identify, she told you that she could not identify a person, but it is because of the fact that she had already identified a wrong person in another identification parade, and that therefore the decision was taken by yourself and the prosecution team not to approach her with a possible identification parade. In summary, is that what you're saying?
In summary, the decision was taken not to approach her, my lord.
Thank you.
Parade.
Zandi.
Yes. Similar.
What reasons were given by Zandi? Or did you approach Zandi?
We spoke to Ms. Zandi, my lord.
Yes.
Yes.
About an identification parade.
About the case in
I'm talking about identification parade.
Yeah, okay. Can
Yes.
you just be patient with me?
Thank you.
I'll get there. I know you want to get to that parade. I can see you are eager. I'm getting there.
Because it is very interesting.
Yes, I'm getting there.
Yes.
I know you want me to go there very quickly.
Yes.
So, yes, my lord, she was approached, but the position as well, insofar as whether we can use her for the ID parade, as I said, it's guided by the prosecution. That decision was never communicated to me, my lord. But we had interaction with Ms. Zandi quite a lot, including the consultation. The only thing that I can cite that was perhaps needed some clarity, and I'm not casting aspersion because we tried to look into it, my lord, and we couldn't find anything, was and we dealt with this records last week when I was under, last week or week before last, when I was under cross-examination by Mr. Ramsipil, where he made me read the communication between Zandi and the sister. And those communications of what was being said, I mean, they speak for themselves. So there was this clarity that, one was not sure as to whether, because if you listen to those communications, it is clear what is being said there between her and the sister. So that was a question mark, my lord, as to how far could this person know, honestly. But that, my lord, and this is the fundamental part, does not take away the fact that they were intruders. It is a different position insofar as the motive or the trigger point. But insofar as Ms. Zandi Kumalo, that was a question mark, to be honest.
Brigadier Gininda, please help me to understand your answer. What is the reason why you did not approach Zandi for a possible identification parade after the arrest of these 5 people that are before court here? Just a very precise answer.
The precise answer, my lord, is that same with the others, there was a decision taken that she should not be approached for the purpose of the ID parade, although there was interaction between us and Ms. Zandi Kumalo. But insofar as the ID parade, that was not the position that was taken. But I'm saying, my lord, to support that, there was this question mark in terms of the communication between her and the sister as to what extent did she know, to be more precise, my lord. And I'm simply saying it was not coming from nowhere, my lord. And I can say, my lord, sorry, Mr. Minister, I can say that up to today, there is no evidence that I was able to find that implicates her or give an indication that she may have known about, the trigger point of this matter, my lord. I did not find. Standing here, I don't have any assertion or evidence that suggests that she knew that the deceased will be killed or that there are people hired, my lord, except that discussion, my lord. I'm done, yes, my lord.
Thank you, Brigadier. Now, very precisely to understand your answer, you are basically saying, like Longwe Twala, there was no specific instruction that came from the prosecution team that you should approach Zandi for an identification parade after the arrest of this accused. So?
No. A decision was not to approach, my lord. So the people that we did not approach, because the decision was not, let's not approach them for the purpose of an ID parade. Okay. Those that I approached, those two are the ones where there was a decision to say you can approach them for the identity parade. That is why, my lord, then the statements in relation to their response was then taken. For example, Mr. Twala, his statement was dated 25 October 2020. So it was even before they appeared in court, where he was talking to this issue of the identity parade, because one would have wanted to do that before the court appearance, my lord. And I think with Madlala, we may be sitting more or less around that date. But for Mr. Twala, it was before even the first court appearance, my lord.
So you're basically saying the reason why you did not approach her, there was a specific instruction that came from the prosecution team that was leading this case that she should not be approached for an identification parade.
There was no direct, you know, the way it's been put, my lord, what I can, how could I answer it? There was no decision that she should be approached for an ID parade. But Ms. Zandi Kumalo was interacting with me and the prosecution. So there was that communication and consultation that was taking place. But insofar as utilizing her as a witness in the identification parade, there was a decision taken that she should not participate or approach for that purpose, my lord. Not that not to approach it, because there was already engagement. That's why I'm saying the question, the way it's put, it's different where there is no interaction. There was interaction between us, subsequently the prosecution in terms of the consultation, where a position was not taken that she must participate or be one of the people who will participate in the ID parade. That is the only aspect where she was excluded. Not that, I don't know if I'm putting it correctly, my lord, but the point I'm going to is that there was no decision from the prosecution that she should be approached to attend or participate in the ID parade, as it was the position with Mr. Madlala and Mr. Twala, my lord.
Thank you, Brigadier. You know the reason why I'm going through this exercise and basically wanting to understand you, what is it that you're actually saying? It's because at the end of it all, I'll be standing here, right where I am standing, requesting this court to follow my argument or to find that my argument makes sense, you see. So I will then not be in a position to do that if I don't understand what you are saying. Because part of that argument that is going to come later on is going to touch base a lot on what you're saying. So don't look at me and say, hey, Kantumne Sotene manje. He's taking me from Pilato to Pontius. No, it is because I want to understand you. You are then therefore saying now, it is not that there was a decision that was taken that you should not approach Zandi by the prosecution team. There was no decision that was taken. Actually, it was just a silent thing. Nobody said approach her. Nobody said do not approach her. Is that what you're saying?
No, my lord, maybe my lord, so that is clear, and I hear what Mr. Yes, is saying.
Yes.
Insofar as Kelly Kumalo, the mother, Zandi Kumalo, and Longwe, Twala, there was no decision from the MPA to say we must approach them for the purpose of the identity parade. That's the simple and narrow of it. Insofar as the two, Mr. Twala and Mr. Madlala, there was a decision taking that you can utilize this one for the purpose of the ID parade. Hence, my lord, when I went to them, they said 50-50 in terms of their recollection. And to that effect, they gave statements, my lord. That is, I think I'm trying to be as specific as I can.
Yeah. Now that sounds much better. At least I now know that with regard to Longwe, Makumalo, Zandi, and Kelly, there was no decision that was taken that they should be approached for a possible identification parade after these accused persons were arrested. That's so.
That is so, my lord.
Thank you. Thank you. Let us pause it there. My lord, I think it's almost time for lunchtime. For the long adjournment, it's exactly 13 hours PM. PM stands for post-meridian. It means it's now in the afternoon, my lord. Yes. May I therefore request, in humble submission to God Almighty, my lord, that we can adjourn from now and then we'll be back to that. Will also serve the purpose to go to give Brigadier Gininda time to go and have a sip from the bottle that is sipping from. As it is.
what in the lunch adjournment request is that? Brigadier Gininda has contaminated Umnisi, because instead of saying, hey, it is 1 p.m., can we go for lunch? She says it's 1 p.m. PM stands for post-meridian. That means we want to go for a 1 hour lunch so we can eat. No, Umnisi, how could you do this to us? Umnisi is such a comedian. And you know what? The Gininda absolutely needs to take a sip from that bottle of his over there. And my Lord is like, whew, thank God, let's just go. My Lord just ran out there. But I want to comment on Brigadier Gininda. This is video 3 of Umnisi, part 3 of Umnisi asking the Gininda over and over and over again, why didn't you approach Umtogo? Why didn't you approach Zandi, Kelly, Longwe, Makumalo? And the Brigadier Gininda kept giving these long, winding answers, only at the end for Umnisi to get him to say in one nice, cute little sentence, after he explained to him that, listen, I don't want you to walk around saying, hey, got Umnisutini. No, I'm asking you these questions because I have to use the information you give me and stand right here where I am standing later on and argue my points to my Lord. So I need to understand you. If I don't understand you, I won't be able to use your points. So can you help me out, bro? And Gininda says, okay, so you're not attacking me? Say no more. Basically, I was not given permission to approach any of the following: Kelly Kumalo, Longwe Twala, Zandi Kumalo. Even though I had an open communication with her, we spoke about other things, I could not approach her about this, okay? And Uma Kumalo, I was told not to, okay? I wasn't told not to, but I wasn't told to. So therefore, there was no decision to approach them. After the arrest of the 5 accused, Umnisi says, excellent, okay? That is it, okay? Thank you so much. Why were we fighting? Why were we trying to pull our teeth? This is not brain surgery. This is just a question and answer session. Gininda, let me know your thoughts on this exchange in the comment section down below. And you already know, I will be back with another upload. Thanks for watching.